finally got rid of. Embarcadore's fascinating. The earthquake took it out. We wanted to get rid of this forever now. No, nature did it for us. Some of the downtown buildings that were torn down. Is it ever progress?
Oh my God.
Somebody else. There's some major architects who got pulled out.
Your source. You know how many thousands of beer drinking youth? Marc-Andre Fleury's got it now.
It's a, damn it.
Huh? Yeah. Mark? Yeah, he says he is. Like he sold it. Currently, like, quadrupled.
He'll go back home in the summer. Yeah, like anything like the kids. Yeah. Okay. So it takes claims. So does Minnesota retire his jersey number 4?
Before yeah, right.
Put 97 on your number.
Retired member of all sports. No,
No, 9.
Nine's pretty close.
Siski asked me today.
Really, especially when you. What's happening is 24. 46 is next. I came this close to asking what Karen if he's worked out. They said that.
Depending what he said, that's just you don't have to.
Maybe get a damp rag to like wipe down the seats. Spilled coffee and water.
You're hoping on spilled coffee and water, not sweat. Just say well, we're all thinking.
Where do you have to be?
I gotta take my dog to an Olive.
Are you?
That's incredible.
Got vision problems?
She's like, his pressure in his eye is really low. I was gonna say, well, can I have some drops? I wouldn't say
Tell me you get
that sounds
You're
expensive.
gonna get that sounds so expensive.
I want to see that dog in glasses.
Just wanna give him an eye.
Tell your dog the first letter is usually E.
I'm gonna tell the lady, like, I'm not gonna get sort of proud as 11. I'm wondering how, if his eye, he has eye, but no.
He'll
Hate that dog
Just have Sean fly in.
I should. I don't even know, he doesn't know if he's on this next
No, he's in Vegas, wasn't he?
He was, but he wasn't sure if he was gonna stick with the series.
I am up on remote 91 by the way. Live view 14, I should be up on remote 91 currently.
Scatter plumb.
I'm gonna go get a water, but.
Do it, then it'll make favor come, and then we'll text you, and then you'll run. We'll get the ball rolling. You wanna get me one too?
If I miss the beginning of them, put it on there. beat UMD
Oh,
for
you
the.
actually heard me. Okay. Sure, Jim. Thank you. But I agree. I like it.
We're still waiting, Mike.
There is food out. I did notice that. Looked like sandwiches and potato chips. I sent you something yesterday. They just threw it in the fridge. There was something hot. So I didn't want to go there. Looked like soup.
Leftover chicken tenders from Game of 6. Oh no, there.
But they weren't separated.
Everybody seems to be.
Yeah.
How did you say no to that?
I'm excited for that.
My phone?
So you got nothing this round? We'll go on to the next round.
Next round. Thanks for starting last week. Jump on. What?
Take a few days off for the fishing opening.
Flower will be in 2-3 minutes.
Thank you.
If you guys are putting your phones up there, do not have, maybe just keep them on the edge, just in case, because it's going to be in a camera shot and it's going to be live, so. So no pressure. Yeah, absolutely.
Limited profanity? Not no profanity, just limited.
Somebody calls.
Huh?
Was your flower picture without a Brit?
They were all there.
That's funny.
Hey, Gaines, already just gonna walk you in about 1 or 2 minutes.
I'm done with that. Let him, I love my, I love my sister. It's new, oh, I guess it's 10 a.m. But still.
Poor Bill Craig.
pretty early, but Sicky's like, no, I knew.
What have these last few days been like, and just reality setting in?
Not yet, I think, because I don't know. I had a little time maybe in my car after the game, driving home by myself and have a little time to reflect. Which was, I don't know, still a little unbelievable. Jeez, tough English already. That it's over, like 20 some years went by like so quick, right? And I love my teammates, love my team here too, right? And I thought the guys like played so well in the playoffs and gave a good run at, Vegas was one of the best teams in the league, and we all believe, we could come back and have a chance here. And I don't know, so it's like, it's coming, right? I knew it's coming, but it's still sad a bit, when it happens for real.
What was your handshake line like, and just then getting the send off from the fans and that one last skate? Like, what was it like leaving the ice?
I don't know. I knew a few guys on the other team. I haven't played with them, so it was kind of nice to shake their hands. It's always nicer when you win, but still, just to say bye and congrats on their series and stuff. And I don't know. I feel like I've had so many times this year that I was skating by myself around the rink. I didn't want to make this long. I was just out of there quick. Didn't want to get too emotional, on the ice and stuff. But but it was special though. Still, like you said, having both teams there and the fans, obviously, right, still cheering my way out. So it was cool.
Do you think it's something that still might not set in until training camp comes around and you're not getting ready to go there? Do you think it might be?
Yeah.
Then that's when the reality hits.
Yeah. I'm worried about that. Yeah, I've heard it from different guys also. Right, it's like you play a season, you playoffs, and then it's normal, right? You got your summers and you go work out and stuff. I probably won't work out much, but this time. But I think when camps comes around and I think that's when it might hit me a little more.
I think a lot of the guys joke that they've been trying to convince you to be the E-bug. Do you but in all seriousness, I mean, could you see yourself around the team a lot, throwing on the pads next year? It just feels like you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, why not? I don't know. I'll have to talk to Billy and Heinze about it, right? But if Gus has takes a day off or gets sick or something, or Wally, then why not? It's a good workout, right? Get a good sweat and then have some fun with the guys. So
we've asked you 1,000 times. So what do you want to do next? Have you met with Billy about?
Haven't yet. No, okay. I just met with Heinze, but no, I guess I'll talk to Billy, see what he says. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I'll have to try maybe different things or see what he has in mind. Maybe if he has something for me, and I think I know goalies better. I don't want to be like a coach. I don't want to do media, no TV, no TV, nothing like that. So I don't know if I can help the younger guys maybe in some ways. That could be fun too. But I think my first thing though is I want to be home more, and I want to be there for my kids' birthday and their school play, and just go walk Halloween with them, right, and stuff like that. So I think that's my main concern.
What are you most proud of looking back on your career? I know you've always talked about personality and the way the impact, but I mean, even just talking to the teammates, all the guys coming through, like you have left such an impression on them.
Thank you. That's nice. That's a good question. I think having the respect of my teammates, I think, is very important to me, and I always want to win, and I try to battle, practice and games, trying to win also. But I think for me that's something that's important because you go to, every day you see them, every day you try to win with them, and if you can have their respect and from your peers, I think that means a lot to me.
What did this time in Minnesota mean, or how does it stand out from Pittsburgh and Vegas and Chicago? What made this time distinct or unique for you that you'll remember?
Just from knowing that that's it, I think that's probably the biggest thing, like every other times you always think like, oh, geez, try to forget about it and get back to work in the summer and get at it again next season trying to win, So I feel like you always have one more chance to try to go win, and right now that's it, so yeah, that's just time.
Your commentary in Game 5, was that because you knew you were mic'd up, or do you usually woo after a stage?
No, I do usually. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
I was pretty high pitched though. I have a high pitched voice, but not that high. I feel like. But anyway, usually it's like when the guys block shots. That's when and that period, like they block so many shots. I think that's why they caught me saying like.
Block shots,
yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes if it's a good save, maybe I'll give it a little.
The stick save and the beauty was on Faber, right? On that one that he made.
Yeah, that's Faves. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's just you're just having fun. You're a kid. Maybe said that, right? Do you feel like that?
I guess you knew a little bit, but if I let in 4 or 5 in, I'm not wooing or nothing. I'm just just mad. But yeah, I knew that could be my last time on the ice too, right? So I just wanted to like that Anaheim game too. I just tried to enjoy it, have fun, and obviously I wish I could have helped the team and win the game, right? That's always a goal number one. But while you're there, I feel like for me, what work, I think if I'm having fun and relaxed, that's when I play better, I think. So I just wanted to enjoy it and try to make the most out of it.
About your family, Mark, has Minnesota kind of become home now? I mean, you've lived in different places, and but what's the plan going forward that way?
Yeah, we're staying for next year also. Not knowing what I'll do or what I want to do, or even the wife too. I feel like she put aside a lot for me all these years, right? So gonna see if she wants to do anything, or no, not that she doesn't do anything, but she wants to do something else, for work and stuff like that. But yeah, but I think Minnesota's, we've moved the kids a bunch, right, from different schools, from Pittsburgh, Vegas, Chicago, and here, and to get some friends. They love their sports, love their schools, right? So it just made sense to stay here, and it's a great city, I think, to raise your family to.
The guy said you addressed the group after the Game 6 in the locker room. It was short and emotional, I guess they called it. Like, what was kind of your message or your setting up to?
Yeah, short, emotional. I don't know. I think it's for the guys, right? But in short, maybe just happy I got to play with them. Happy I got to finish with them. Right? It was a good season. Great bunch of guys. Great chemistry in the locker room, and yeah.
Do you have any hockey sticks left, or is your wrist?
Yeah, still have some work to do in there a little bit, but it's okay though. Especially for teammates, and along the way, I like different goalies during the season too. So it was fun to trade sticks with them too.
Will that be what you miss the most? Like it just feels like beyond the hockey, with fans, you see how you treat them during warm-ups and things like that. The accolades outside the rink, like all that stuff. Like, is that going to be something that's going to be a void in your life to not have that?
I don't know. I don't need that much attention. I think this year was pretty insane. It's just a little too much of a spotlight, But yeah, I think it's part of the game, right? Like fans that come to the game, they cheer us on, and most of them love hockey, right? All those little kids, like they're they look up to us on the ice and stuff. And if you can give them a smile, a puck, or just hi or something, and I don't know, make them like hockey and believe they can be you one day. I think that's pretty cool, and hopefully they will be. Yeah.
You said you started to sink in a little bit on your car on your way home by yourself. Like, what kind of things are you thinking about at that moment? Or you just put music on and kind of zoning out? Just thinking about anything in particular at that point?
Had some music, yeah. I think just jeez. Just thinking how lucky I've been, to play for so long and to do what was my dream, as a kid, right? And do it for so long, and but that's it's over. It feels like I was thinking about my first few years, maybe, and maybe ignorant I was about this NHL thing, and all quick time goes by, right? And yeah, so nice little drive. I don't know.
You mentioned talking to some guys about this post-retirement life that you're heading into. Who have you spoken with the most, and what kind of advice have they given?
Phil Gagaski goes ways around the rink a bunch, so it's like, hey, you doing, man? How's things, how's life? How's this life treating you? And he's doing good. He's loving it and healthy and all, so it's pretty good. Billy obviously has been around too for a long time. He's, working a lot, but it's good to pick his brain, right, on all things were when he first retired. And yeah, I don't know, there's a bunch, right? Like Kerr's been around, Patty too, Freddie too, right? The coaches, most of them have played, and who else? Mike Modano's around once in a while, right? So I feel like everybody that's like around the locker room is easy to just talk to and pick their brains a bit on all the end-all things, I guess.
Are you retiring at a time when you feel like you still could play, or have you reached your limit physically? Like, do you feel like you're done that way, or you still feel like you could have done this again?
I think I'm done, yeah. No, I don't know. I feel like I feel like I'm not as good as I was. I feel I'm not as flexible as I was. I don't do things like I used to, and that pisses me off. After I play, it feels like a car hits you sometimes, and the next morning, I have so much fun playing, right? But the next morning sometimes is a little hard. Yeah, so I thought it was time.
Is that tough to accept?
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're mentally in the passion is one thing, right?
Yeah, I could, love the game. I've said many times, right? I could have done this for a long time, and I have, right? Obviously, I'm very fortunate for that, but yeah, it's a little frustrating. You try to take care of your body as much as you can, and try to stay healthy, try to stay loose and strong enough, right? Keep up with the young guys, but at some point it catches up.
Is this, the way you talked all year about how you didn't want this to be your swan song in every arena, but I mean, when you look back at this year as a whole, I mean, how humbling was it to be treated the way that you were in so many different buildings by so many different opponents, all that?
Yeah, I think very surprising. I thought, I honestly didn't think like other players would stand the ice and shake hands and sometimes I have a little tribute video in LA or different arenas where I never, spent time, and the reception from the fans, and in all those buildings, right, was pretty amazing, and makes it very humbling too, and I'm very thankful and grateful for everybody's support, around the league and the fans, obviously.
The guys always talk about how you bring so much fun every time you're at the rink. Is that something you have to try and conjure up, or is it always fun? Like, has there been times where you know that that's what they need, so you gotta shift the mindset, or?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, like I said, there's some mornings that it doesn't come as easy, maybe, right? You get a little, everything hurts a little bit more, right? So, but I try to. You know, I think if it's a long season, there's gonna be ups and downs, and the quickest, you know, you don't want the downs to last too long, right? You want to get out of the slumps quickly, and or the bad stretch or whatever. And I think to me is trying to stay positive, trying to laugh, trying to relax, you know, relax the guys, you know, so you just play the game, you don't overthink stuff, right? And yeah, if I can keep the guys smile a bit and chit-chatting to them, you know, off the ice, on the ice, and just so they can just go out and play and not worry too much about the day before.
Your biggest passion, and this is obviously fun for you, this game that you love. Like, what else is fun for you? Like, off the ice, what things are, they kind of give you that juice, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, this is...
Like practices and stuff, you mean?
Off the ice. Like,
off the ice.
Hobbies, I know your family's, I know, a big part of that, but like, what else gives you that kind of fun?
I think now, like, I was hoping to play long enough so my youngest would remember, you know, and I think he will, because I make sure, I tell him, you remember this game? You watched it? You watching? What are you doing? I watch the video. Yeah, now with YouTube it helps too, but yeah, so just so you don't see me as a couch potato soon, but no, but I think to be able to share, you know, share what it is, right? Like playing in the National League and having the kids come in the locker room after games, meeting the guys, you know, everybody's so good in the locker room too, and having such like an access to the team, right? And come on the ice with us and skate around sometimes, and I thought that's something I was hoping I could do, and I'm very happy I did. Yeah.
Show them the Lidstrom save on a loop over and over again on YouTube.
Yeah.
Would that be your favorite save that you've ever made, or?
Yeah, for sure. You know, growing up playing street hockey, knee hockey, you know, how many times I've made a big save, you know, before winning the cup, right? Playing those fake games. So to actually do it for real, I thought it was, yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, definitely, because there's nothing like winning, right? So if you can make a save and then just raise the cup right after, I think it's pretty cool.
Are your kids playing hockey?
My youngest, James, yeah, he started this year.
Goalie?
No, I think they're just like learning to play a bit, but he goes back a bunch and slides on the ice, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll show him the 2-pad stack and poke checks, we'll see.
No, you a golfer, you go fishing, what do you do away from hockey?
I don't golf, so maybe I'll have to get on it a bit. I like love tennis, a little more of that. I don't know. I like fishing too in the summer. Go boating and stuff, right? But yeah, I mean, I want to go ski. I used to love to ski when I was younger too, and go some trips. Fun, yeah, just ski weekends and stuff like that. That'd be fun. Snowmobile. I don't know, anything. I want to try everything. You know, I feel like I've done hockey for so long, and yeah, I'll do it. Mountain bike too. I started doing that a bit more too, so it's been fun too.
You walked in here like 4 seasons ago. I mean, could you have imagined that you'd be here 4 seasons later saying, I'm going to make this place my home? I mean,
probably not, no.
I mean, you were
probably
building
yeah, exactly.
You were retiring in Vegas,
yeah.
And next thing you know, you're not.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a great time in Vegas. Everybody loved it, and that's why we're, you know, in the process of building a house. And but you know, life happens, right? And being here for so long, and not so long, but like a few years, and like I said, the family loving Minnesota so much too, right? And having a little stability in their lives, I think, is very important. And yeah, so it's an easy choice.
Play any final pranks on the way out?
On the way out? Oh, I didn't. I'm not out yet, but no, you're right though. I didn't mess with anybody. Yeah. Good point.
A couple of questions in French I've already asked when we're done.
Oh, yeah.
Any more questions?
Gus was up here yesterday and said how much you meant to him in his career, and you could tell you had a special bond with him. Just what you learn the most about him and what you think about him kind of going forward?
Yeah, of course, he's he's a good friend first, right, and a very talented goalie also, right. I feel like I've learned watching him play, like try to do some of his stuff. He's so good at the post. He's so calm. The way he's so consistent, every night, and I think that's something that was to me. He's mature, right? He's grown, he's mature, and I think he was this season like so consistent all throughout the year, and every night he gave us a chance to get some points. And like I said, great kid, gets along with everybody on the team, and I'm glad we got to spend a couple of years together. Yeah.
Marc-Andre, you mentioned a little bit about when you were a kid, but if you think back to like you at 8 years old, what would you think of your, all of you've accomplished since then?
I probably wouldn't believe you. I never thought I was gonna make the NHL. Even before I was getting drafted, I feel like I was just playing junior hockey, and the NHL seemed so far away, and these guys were so good, right? So I didn't even cross my mind I was gonna actually make it, and but yeah, I don't know, a little surreal how everything went for me. Like I said, playing for so long and meeting so many great people along the way, and having won a few too, which was nice too.
World Championships, is that something that would interest you at all?
Yeah. After we lost that night, I was like, I'm done, But then a couple of days goes by, and I was like, yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Has there been a call, conversation?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Sid's going.
Are you?
Yeah.
So are you doing it?
Yeah, I'll go too.
Wow. Holy crap.
So just no longer, right? I don't know. I went home. My kids were crazy. I was like, "Geez, I gotta keep playing." No, they weren't not that bad. Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it or not, but I guess it's too late. Sorry if I wasn't. I'm excited to go. I've never played in the World Championship, and I haven't played with Sid in a while, obviously, right? So I think it'll be fun to go spend some time together and yell at him in practice a bit, keep him honest in practice.
Good. A couple questions for RDS. Ready?
Oui. Marc-André, 2-3 questions pour RDS. De toutes tes impressionnantes statistiques, 21 saisons, 1052 matchs, 575 victoires, 76 jeux blancs, 3 Coupes Stanley, lequel te rend le plus fier?
Très bonne question, Fleury. Je pense que c'est les Coupes Stanley. Écoute, c'est pour ça qu'on joue. C'est pour ça que tu travailles tout l'été pour être en forme. Tu fais la d'entraînement, puis tous tes efforts vont pour gagner une Coupe Stanley. Puis le feeling que tu as en bout de ligne, quand tu prends la coupe au bout de tes bras, tu donnes un bec, tu peux pas battre ça.
Merci. De quelle façon ton parcours au hockey mineur québécois t'a aidé à atteindre la Ligue nationale?
Ouais. En grandissant, je n'ai jamais pensé vraiment me rendre à la Ligue nationale. Je joue au hockey parce que j'adorais jouer au hockey. Mes parents n'ont jamais poussé. L'été, je jouais au baseball, au soccer. Mais j'ai toujours adoré le hockey. Puis je pense que les coachs que j'ai eus en cours de route, par exemple, ils étaient tous des passionnés aussi. J'ai des coachs de gardiens aussi au Québec qui m'ont aidé à un âge un petit peu plus... j'ai commencé quand même jeune, je pense que avec Stéphane Manor à Sorel, peut-être à 7-8 ans, comme une fois de temps en temps, pour apprendre un peu comment bouger. J'étais allé à une école de François Allaire aussi à 13 ans. Ouais. Fait que ça aussi, j'ai appris le papillon avec lui. Fait que ça m'a aidé aussi. Et ensuite, comme je l'ai dit, mes coachs que j'ai eu durant Ouais, j'en ai un aussi, un coach, Martin Deschambault, qu'on a eu, était Atome. On dirait que c'est une longue réponse à... Excuse-moi. Il était quand même dur, il faisait faire des push-ups, puis il demandait beaucoup l'éthique de travail, c'est ça qui est important. Puis je pense à un jeune âge, il me montrait ça, il m'a montré la discipline, puis l'éthique de travail, puis ça m'a aidé à poursuivre durant toutes mes années de hockey avec ça.
Et dernièrement, peu de gardiens ont connu une carrière aussi longue que toi. Tu as joué jusqu'à être dans la quarantaine. Qu'est-ce qui t'a permis d'être aussi compétitif pendant autant de temps?
Ben, je pense que j'ai eu de l'aide aussi à travers les années, surtout en vieillissant. Fait que les gens qui m'ont aidé, les gens de l'équipe, les gens en dehors de l'équipe pour garder mon corps souple, en santé, puis en forme aussi, avec les entraîneurs physiques que j'ai eu. Ben, Paul Gagné qui m'a aidé beaucoup au Québec. Durant toutes ces années-là, il s'occupait de moi pour être sûr qu'on limitait les blessures, des choses comme ça. Fait que j'ai été chanceux de ne pas avoir trop de grosses blessures durant ma carrière. Puis ensuite, je pense que c'est juste l'amour de la game. Puis tu sais, quand tu aimes ce que tu fais, c'est pas du travail d'aller à l'aréna puis de faire des à terre debout puis travailler sur des choses. C'est le fun. Puis je pense que c'est important de faire le travail pour pouvoir continuer. Puis d'en profiter et de t'amuser avec ça.
Merci et bonne chance au championnat du monde.
Merci, Frédéric.
Thank you.
All good?
Thank
you.
In the media?
No, thank you.
I hope he's getting paid for that. Like, good God.
Oh, Freddie, Ken?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you know, but it was good.